Hi, this is Vicky from Rockstars and Royalty. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I made the headpiece that went with my prom dress makeover. I'm going to be using the same little flowers that we used on the dress, and I've added some of these pink, bigger, fluffier flowers. I'm going to be using the same silver lace as we used on the dress as well. I've decided to make the headpiece quite symmetrical because there's a lot of symmetry in the dress. Even though the flowers are scattered unevenly, they're still fairly symmetrical. So I've decided to reflect that in the headpiece. I'm going to make two pieces like this that sit on the sides of the head. They'll be on combs and on the same silver lace that we used on the bodice. And then I'm going to connect around my forehead with a little string of these thin bits of the silver lace. I'm going to start by showing you how I make the lace base with the combs on, and then I'll show you how I attach the flowers. This is the silver lace that we're going to be using for the headpiece. It's the same silver lace as we used on the bodice at the prom dress makeover. Because it comes as a whole piece of fabric, the first thing I'm going to do is cut out these motifs that we're going to use. If you're looking for lace to use for headpieces or to cut out and use on dresses, make sure it's on a net or a tulle backing, then it's easy to cut out to use the shapes and cut them up and use them how you want them without worrying about the backing fraying. And that's how it looks once it's cut out. Now I've got the lace cut out, I'm going to start cutting it to the shapes that will be right for what I need for this headpiece. I'm going to cut these long bits off because these bits are the bits I'm going to use across the front of my forehead. Thinking something like that, and then the front part can come from there. Whatever lace you're using, you can just cut out all these different shapes and pin them back together to make it the shape that you want it to be. Right, I'm happy with how these are looking, but I'm just going to try them on my little polystyrene head and see if they are working like I want them to work. This is the part that's going to sit underneath the flowers, so I'd say that's pretty much the perfect size. And this is the bit that's going to sit around my forehead. So I'm going to keep pinning, then I'm going to try it on my actual head and see if it fits me. These polystyrene heads are quite small. I've tried it on my head and the length and the size is really good. I just need to cut these bits off because they're sticking down right where my ears are. So the next job is to hand sew all of this together into one piece. This method of cutting out the shapes of the lace and pinning them together works for whatever shape headpiece you'd like to make. So if you wanted it just to be one-sided, or if you wanted it to sit around the back of your head, just cut it out and pin it together and try it on until you get a shape that you're happy with. Make sure you turn it over and stitch down from the back as well. Now it's time to sew our flowers on, so I've unpinned them from the head where I was deciding how I wanted them to sit, and I put them on here. So I'm going to keep them in the order that I want to put them on, like that, and I'm going to start by sewing these three pink ones on. I'm using this clear monofilament to sew the flowers on. Once you're happy that everything's on nice and securely and sitting where you want it to, turn it over and fasten up at the back. Now the flowers are all on, I'm going to attach the combs. I'm using these metal combs because I find this shape of metal comb stays in your hair really firmly because the the teeth are almost touching at this middle part here. They come flat, but I put a bend in them because your head's not flat, so by putting a slight bend in, just rub it on your fingers, it'll sit much neater along your head. So I'm going to turn our flowery bit over. We want our combs facing downwards and put high enough that they're hidden by the lace. And I just use a double thread and stitch it in place. The combs are in. I've just tried it on and it was a little bit long across my forehead, measured how much I needed to take out and just shorten the piece that goes over my forehead. And now the last thing I'm going to do is just add a few Swarovski crystals, just for a little bit of extra sparkle. I'm using gemstone glue. You can find a brand of this in your local craft store. And all I do is I put a little blob of the gemstone glue on with a toothpick. Like that, and then I use these tweezers, which have got an angled end to them, just pick up the crystals and put them into the glue.